Hello. Whoa. Hello. Okay, I can hear myself and I don't care for that. Okay, genuine question. Can you hear an echo? I hear an echo. I can like hear myself. And I don't know what's causing that. No echo? Okay. Then I'm just gonna deal with it. Okay, good. All right, if you guys don't hear it, then I'm cool with this. Let me turn down the music a little bit. Yeah, I was getting this weird, I'm still getting it, this kind of weird echo, but if I turn down the volume on my end a little bit, then it'll be fine. All right, no echo, we're back. Hello, everybody. Welcome to another live stream. This one's gonna be pretty short, I think. I'm just gonna kind of breeze through a few things that I've been wanting to talk about, some kind of fun stuff, some not so fun stuff. So if you're here at the time that this is live, then great. Happy to see a lot of you here. Hey, Jeffrey, how's it going? Hello, K9ML, Fetch the Cow. Oh man, this one's always hard to say. I03E060. I'm sure maybe there's more sense to that than how I'm pronouncing it. But no echo. Okay, good. Welcome, everybody. Yeah, so we've got a little bit of an agenda set up for ourselves today. There's just been some things that have been on my mind. As you can tell from the title of the stream, there's kind of a weird thing happening with one of my videos. A good thing, but we will get to that. Kind of some just general updates. We have a new video coming out this month. It's gonna come out on the 23rd. So that's a week from now, next week. There we go. And that one should be fun. That one's gonna be all about emotional support animals. And specifically, I'll be diving into some of the problems with them, some of the kind of personal concerns that I've had with them over the years, and also diving into some of the history too. So I hope that that's interesting to folks. It's interesting to me. It's something that I've been wanting to kind of process, and it seems that my YouTube videos have become my own form of therapy. So where did you start your therapy practice, and from which college did you graduate? Are you still in contact with those professors and researchers? I'm having a hell of a time saying your first name, but go Hill. So in terms of my new private practice, if that's what you're referring to, that just started at the beginning of the month, July 31st. Started seeing folks. I'll actually get into a little bit of an update on that. But in terms of college that I graduated from, undergrad, was I went to school in St. Louis, grad school. I went to school in Wisconsin. And am I still in contact with those professors and researchers? No, I don't really talk to anybody from that time, from either grad school or undergrad. You know, I'll occasionally like run into one of my grad professors, but it's pretty rare. I actually, more frequently, I'll go to, I haven't done this in a while, but I'll go to the place where I did my internship. So as part of my program, I had to get essentially like 1,500 hours worth of experience. Is that right? Yeah, 1,500 hours of experience through a practicum and internship. And I really liked my supervisor and the people who I worked with at this place in Milwaukee. And so I will go back and visit them every once in a while just to say hey and see what's up. But yeah, so the next video is going to be all about emotional support animals. It's nearing completion. I've got some other footage that I need to record and send off to the editor so he can finish that. Raghav, great guy, awesome editor. But I sort of have been working on something here. Let me pull up the green screen. Okay. Oh, there I am. Let's switch over here. Hang on. There we go. I came up with this. One word stream title, animals. There you go. I like that. You animal. But yeah, I was just fooling around and came up with this idea to make some sort of like to make this into like a design, merch thing. This is kind of the font that's often used when you see like patches and that kind of thing. So that was sort of the generic thought here. Let me show you what it would kind of look like. So if it was on like a t-shirt or something like, or a hat, see something like, like that. Does that interest anyone? Or is this anything? Right? Is that anything? Or is it just crap? I have no idea. Part of me wonders if I should just keep it as emotional support animal, but then just have the humans wear it, No idea. This is also another design that I'm working on. That one will be public later on. But yeah, I don't know. If that is something that you think could be something, love it, great. First thought, that one friend on Discord that you dump everything on. Exactly. You can wear it out in public. People will know that you are the kind of person who they can go to if they need any support. I don't know. I'll throw it up there. I figure what's the harm, right? It's not like I'm making money off of these things anyway. So it would just be kind of fun to put it out into the world. But yeah, this week has been full of ups and downs, some good stuff, some not so good stuff. It's been kind of a rough week personally, I guess. Mostly because a friend of mine, Daniel, was in a motorcycle accident and essentially had a pretty severe spinal cord injury. And we learned that he is going to be paralyzed from the waist down as a result of that, unfortunately. So we just saw him yesterday at the hospital. But it sucks to have something like that happen. He was just driving back from the gym and somebody came out from a side street, a car. he's, keeping high spirits, and he's got a good support network around him, but obviously it's not something that you want to see happen. I bring that up because, I'm not really the kind of person to do this. This isn't something that I would normally do, but this is a really good friend of mine, and I want to make sure that he's taken care of and getting the support that he needs. So if you are able and interested, he does have a GoFundMe going on right now, where he is raising money to pay out-of-pocket expenses for medical care, but also to help with bridge support. Just obviously he's not going to be able to work. His wife is not going to be able to work all that much either, while they're kind of getting their life reorganized and back up and running. As you can see, he's gotten a lot of support thus far. The initial goal was set at $20,000, and that has been met, which is really awesome. And this was just started yesterday for him because the accident only happened a couple days ago. But that's kind of at the low end, if we're being honest, in terms of medical care, and just the impact that this will have on finances for a long time to come. So I really want to give him as much support as possible. So if you're able to help him, please do. And I appreciate that. Okay. It's hard to kind of move on from something like that, from talking about something so serious. But I do have a lot of other stuff going on that I want to discuss. Some fun stuff, some interesting stuff. So I just want to say thank you in advance. Let me put the link to this in the chat. Put it in both Twitch and, oops. Here we go. Twitch and YouTube. There you go. So don't give any money to me. Go give it to Daniel, because he could use it. Okay. Let me give you a quick update on the private practice, since people were asking about that. So like I was saying, the practice started a month ago, and so far things have been going generally well. And I say that because, like, my schedule is mostly full. So I've got right now a caseload of 16 clients out of my total 20 slots, which is great. I'm hoping to fill up those last few ones, right, so that I can keep my schedule full. But that is right where I want to be, I guess, particularly at the start here. Here's the problem that I've been running into. Insurance is a pain in the butt. So I work with insurance because I want to make sure that therapy is accessible and not a burden financially to folks, because it's freaking expensive. So I work with a few different insurance providers, and one in particular, Blue Cross Blue Shield, has been the bane of my existence in terms of getting a hold of anybody, figuring out what the heck is going on. So anyway, long story short, I have yet to receive a single cent from insurance, any payment, even though it's been 2 weeks. But I think I'm finally at a spot where things are starting to improve. I'm getting answers to my questions. The problems that I'm having are actually getting resolved. So that's all a good sign, I think. I don't want to jinx myself, but I think things are looking up. So that's all good. What else can I tell you? Some fun stuff. I got business cards. I'll show you. Are you gonna be able to see this with the green screen? find out. Here, I'll do this. Let's just go to this. There. There's my business card. See, I paid a little bit of extra just to have that shiny bit right there, which I kind of like. And then here's the back with the QR code. You know, Allie said nobody's going to notice this unless you point it out to them, which is probably true. But the QR code, it's too big. I meant to have it be smaller. It kind of crowds the edge and the text because I was dumb and didn't fix something before I went to print. But, you know, short and sweet. People can scan it with their phone. It goes to my website, and then they can sign up for sessions there. So the plan is to take these around and drop them off at like doctor's offices and stuff like that, and try to set up, try to network, essentially. Yeah, I think it's pretty fancy. So, you're not brave enough to declare yourself as an emotional support human? It's funny. Are there insurance companies that have been better to work with? Yeah, actually. So I am also working with Optum, which runs United Healthcare, and they've been super accessible and easy to get a hold of. So that I haven't had any problems there, which is great. So I'm pretty happy about that. Zach, what's going on? A lot is going on. I was just giving a brief update on the private practice, which is going well. So next steps for things that I have to do, obviously network with local providers, get that referral stream going. I got to get paid. And I think probably after that is looking into getting a better website and stuff like that, kind of work on online presence, get my social media really up and running. I've like reserved the names, but I haven't done anything with it yet. That kind of stuff. So that's the plan. Related, I guess, but different, you know, just thinking about streams. Thus far I've been doing streams pretty haphazardly. So I haven't had much of a schedule. For a little while I was doing Fridays, which was working out pretty well, but I'm thinking of setting up some sort of a stream schedule for 1 day a week, doing this kind of thing. But I am kind of curious about what day would be the best for that. You know what? Maybe we can look at actual data for this. I'm gonna go to my YouTube analytics here real quick. Yeah, let's do that. All right, take a look at this. So here's the analytics. You can see right here, it says when your viewers are on YouTube. This is over the last 28 days. So the last month, not a huge amount of data, but decent. We can see weekends. Looks like Fridays. Thursdays are pretty good. Wednesday's a weird pattern. So I guess today's kind of a weird day to be doing this, but whatever. Tuesdays and Mondays. So it looks like Monday might be a good day, or Friday. But any preferences, any thoughts? I don't know. I could also put up a poll. Let's do that. What's the best day to stream? Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Oh, it doesn't let me add all of the days. All right. I'm gonna remove Thursday. Gonna remove Thursday. Just keep it to all those other days. I don't know why I'm excluding Thursday. By nation? Oh no, I think this is just by our entire viewership, the audience. So obviously it's skewed more towards folks in our time zone, in the American time zones. You don't like Wednesday? Then why are you here, Nodehead? We'll figure it out. And if you're on Twitch, I'm sorry that I can't put a poll up, but you can just write the day in. Your audience is international, that may be on the weekend at a time where most people are up and around the world. I have so many people streaming at any time, so at this point, I don't think there's a good choice for me. Good to know. Yeah, the problem with the weekend is that is not gonna work. The reason for that is because we don't have childcare on the weekend, and so that would be pretty. It would just make things way harder. Well, first off, weekends tend to be filled with other activities, travel, that kind of thing for me personally. So that's not ideal. Then also, like having to have Allie watching the baby for the entire time, and like wondering when I'm gonna be done with stream. We don't want to worry about that. So I just want to pick a day when it's during daycare hours and everything just kind of works out. Wow, it is split evenly between Monday, Tuesday, and Friday. Well, there's only 3 votes, so that'll do it. Kind of the thought from my end is, I'll set up this schedule. It seems like there's not a huge preference. I guess Wednesday at this time isn't perfect. I'm not a neuroscientist, Nodehead. I'm a therapist. My wife is a neuroscientist, though. Allie's a neuroscientist. Hey, Allie Cattails. So it doesn't seem like there's a huge preference for particular data streams, so I'll just pick one and try to stick to it. Maybe I'll pick Tuesdays. Why not? Tuesdays seem like a good day based on what we see here, right? There's a nice chunk. I don't really get done with work until noon, 1-ish. So maybe that would work out pretty well. Cool. Hey, thanks for the subscription. All right, great. Thank you for all the votes and that poll. Tuesday wins. What's the buzz about SSRIs not curing depression? Because they work great on me. Yeah, I mean, SSRIs have a sort of complicated relationship with biology. Some of them work great for certain people. Some of them don't. Some of them have really bad side effects. Some of them, for certain people, and then for other people, they don't experience any of those side effects. So I think with SSRIs, as there is with a lot of medication, but SSRIs in particular, they get a bit of a bad rap. But there is also some evidence that SSRIs can have questionable effectiveness depending on how they're studied and that kind of thing. So it is the case for most psych meds. Yeah, exactly. Oh, I pinned a comment. How did I do that? That's interesting. Hey, thanks for the subscription. Okay, going on from that, if you're not following me, ooh, Bengal Enterprises LLC, hello. If you're not following me on, sorry, Allie, I just saw that your message. If you're not following me over on Twitch, you may want to consider doing so. The reason that I say that is because I am going to probably try to play some games over there pretty soon. In particular, what I want to play is Ocarina of Time, which is the Zelda N64, one of the Zelda N64 games. But the thing that makes this one a little bit different is that it's not your dad's Ocarina of Time. It's actually sort of a mod updated version of Ocarina of Time. You might have seen it if you're in that, if you're familiar with, those kinds of streams. Let me see if I can pull up the game so I can show you, because it's pretty wild. Yeah. Okay, let me try and capture this. I'm gonna pause the music here because, oh, you hear it? One second. Can you see that? Probably not. Hang on. How about now? No? Well, this is an issue that I'm gonna have to figure out before I try streaming this. One second. There we go. Boom. Whoop. Well, you can't see it quite yet. How do I transfer? There we go. Transform. There we go. Check it out. So the reason that this is so interesting is because the quality is incredible. It is 60 frames per second, maybe even more than that. I have my tracker up in the corner. The reason for the tracker is because what I'll probably end up doing is playing this as a randomizer, meaning that I can control how random things get, change where the doors lead to, I can change what items are in chests, all that stuff. But it'll look so much cleaner and nicer. Look at how smooth that is. So anyway, that's just kind of a fun little tidbit. Something to look forward to. So if you find me over on Twitch, then you'll get to experience that. Okay. Let's bring the music back. So that's the one thing. I guess the sort of point of the video today, though, or the stream today, is I wanted to talk about a weird thing that's happened with one of my videos. It is a nice thing that's happened, but weird nonetheless. So let me pull this up so I can show you what the heck I'm talking about. So about a year ago, I uploaded a video that was called "The Scandal That Shook Psychology to Its Core." If you didn't see that video, that's fine, totally understandable.
How?
Oh, but it was a video that I did, 11 months ago or whatever. Let me show you. So there it is. And essentially what I'm doing is exploring the replication crisis in psychology, which is a huge problem. It's something that has been discussed a lot in the field, and a lot of steps have been taken to try to resolve that issue. So the weird thing is, this video came out, it says 11 months ago. And when, last week, the video had maybe like 20,000, a little less than 30,000 views on it. And as of like Friday, so pretty recently, it just started taking off. I mean, look at that. No idea why the heck it just suddenly took off. Initially, I do actually kind of know now why. So if we look at the, sort of the source, right now you can see, the browse features, which is like it appears on your home screen, and people are clicking on it. That's where a lot of the traffic is coming from now. But initially, a lot of the traffic was coming from suggested sources or suggested videos, which means that it would appear next to another video, and then sorry, I'm getting like notifications. It would appear next to another video, and people would click it after watching that video or while watching that video. So I did a little bit of digging, and I looked this up. And if we go to reach, and we scroll down, here we have, you gotta be able to see what I'm looking at. If we look at content suggesting this video, look at this. This is the video that has driven all of this traffic to the video. So here, let me go in here. Give me 1 second. I'm getting a ton of notifications. Okay. All right, there we go. So here is, you can't really see that, can you? Can I make this smaller? Yeah, here we go. There you go. So through the lifetime of this video, you've got sort of, low traffic coming from others, and then suddenly, boom, this guy just dominates. And I looked into it, really interesting. If we click on this video, it's from a YouTuber. When I first started to see this traffic, I clicked on him. This guy named Social Neuro. Small YouTuber, 6.83 thousand subscribers, not a huge name. And I think when I initially clicked on his channel, he only had like 2,000 subscribers. So the video has gained him some new subs, although quite frankly, not nearly enough given how many views this video has. 283,000 views on this video, which is just awesome. It's 13 days old. So that's what did it. YouTube picked up this video, launched it into the stratosphere. A lot of people liked it and viewed it. And then, if you look next to his video, obviously everyone's sidebar is a little bit different, but hey, there's my video right there. So people were, watching this, and then maybe they'd scroll down and see it and click on that, or who knows what. So I'm pretty happy about that. And then after the video got some traction from this video, it then kind of took off on its own and started getting more clicks just on the homepage. I'm really proud of this video, so I'm pretty happy to see it get a little bit of love. I think that I put a lot of effort into researching it and trying to make it as thorough as I could, with the time that I had. So anyway, kind of fun. So it now has 93,000 views, which is a lot compared to where it was. So pretty sweet. Okay, I gotta catch up on some comments. Oh, the game was loud? I'm sorry. Oh, what is this stream test? Balance between your voice and the game was a bit off. I'm sorry guys. I did not see your comments until after I exited the game. Yeah, so the game is this mod by Ship of Harkonnen or something like that. And it's like a updated ocarina. Scandal psychology. Is it trending? Are you viral? Yeah, not viral, but it got picked up a bunch. So the traffic all came from that, initially from that one video, and now it's just, it has a life of its own. Biggie, okay. You're riding someone else's vitality? Yes, exactly. I don't know what's going on. So anyway, very interesting to see this happen. The weird thing about having this video get a bump is to look at some of the statistics. You know, I'm not positive what audience the algorithm is targeting, but the qualities and demographics of the people watching are really different from our typical viewers. So based on the comments that we've been receiving on this video, a lot of people watching the video are climate deniers. A lot of them believe in ESP. There are a lot of people who think that psychology or psychiatry or just science in general are like lies or have some sort of malicious intent. And also one of the things that I noticed is that the population skews way older, like towards 65 and older viewers. So, and the reason that I know that is, here you go. You can see the data. So let me kind of, oh, it actually is evened out a little bit more. Let's just look in the last 28 days. So, why did they organize this way? It's very confusing. But anyway, you know, you can see that we hardly get any 65-year-olds watching our videos, right? They make up maybe like 3% of people watching our videos, which, you know, that's not unusual for YouTube generally, I would guess. But look, we, on this video alone, got 20% of viewers who are 65 and older. Something like that. Yeah, 21.3%. There you go. The only one that's more is 25 to 34-year-olds, which is our, oh, that one's not even, no, they are the largest population watching that video. Typically we are in, oh, you can't even see that. Here, sorry, I keep doing that. So here's 65-year-olds right here, right? 21.3%. And there's 25 to 34-year-olds, 18.7%. So that's weird, right? I don't know why. So it's a little bit peculiar. I'm not complaining. I've been deleting a lot of comments and hiding people from the channel. I really like doing that, actually. It's like, I don't know, it just feels like a way to allow people to yell into the void. I only do it with people who I think are malicious, you know, people who are being purposefully mean. Which, surprisingly, there are a lot of 65-plus-year-olds who are doing exactly that. But yeah, I don't know. One of the other strange things about this is because this video got traction, right? Here's the thumbnail. It's got my face on it. When you look at the, here, let me pull this up real quick. When you look at the videos that are getting a lot of views right now, it's changed up a lot. Let me kind of pull this up here. One moment. Here we go. Okay. So there. So you can see the videos that are getting the most views. We've got the one that I was just talking about, currently getting 19,000 views every 2 days. It was up to like almost 40,000 every 2 days. So it is losing a little bit of steam. I actually was going to stream earlier, but then I decided not to because I was worried that it would kill this ascent. So, and then we've got the shrooms video, which has been one of our most popular videos of all time. I think that one has 2.5 million views on it or something like that. But then we have these three, right? Evolutionary psychology, the Dunning-Kruger video, and talking about bad therapists. And the only reason that I can think why these have suddenly become some of the more watched videos is because they have my face on them. So people watch this one, see my face in the thumbnail, and then they go to, they end up sort of using that as the recognition point. So now it has me thinking, do I need to put my face on more of these videos just to have some consistency and so people know what's what? Who knows? But yeah, and then we've got Postdoc Me Now. We've got the mass shooter video that I did not too long ago. And then a couple of other videos that I did. So yeah, it's kind of fun. Fun to see that progress. Where was I? Come on. Ugh. I gotta catch up on comments again. What's ESP? ESP is the ability to see into the future, essentially. Awkward, so not your typical ideal audience, so to speak. Yeah, I mean it's awkward to have a science channel and then to have a bunch of anti-science folks coming in. It's also awkward because they didn't grasp the point of the video, really. The point was not to say, hey, psychology has this issue with replication due to publication bias and some of these other factors at play. So the point was not, so therefore throw it all out, it's all fake, none of it matters, disregard. The point was to say this issue needs to be fixed so that we're actually getting information that's useful. A lot of people took that as meaning like, oh, well, see, now you can't trust anything, or you shouldn't trust anything. And it's funny, I know that there are a lot of climate deniers because I said one line in the video where I said people will look at things that happen in psychology or in other fields where you have p-hacking and manipulation of data and use that as an excuse to deny climate change or vaccines or whatever it is where people are looking for an excuse to not believe in those things. And that's the one line that everybody latched onto and commented on. Isn't that interesting? One line out of a 30-minute video. So, very strange. Let's see here. Is Origin video anti-science or clickbait? It is neither. It's literally about something that impacts psychology, probably still to this day in a lot of scientific fields that needs ongoing addressing. Really enjoy your content. Recently subbed, and this is the first live that I've caught. Awesome, thanks for joining. Let's see. Okay. Got them all riled up, apparently. Yeah, exactly. Weird underbelly. Yeah. I don't know how that happened. Yes, I tapped into that corner. And at what cost? Face does help with consistency and recognition, so that makes sense. Totally. How far into the video was that line? That's a good question. Let's find out. Actually, hang on. Let me resize things. Yeah, I wonder that too. How far in is that quote? Let's find out together. Because how committed did people have to be in order to, you know, just pull out that one line? Here we go. We'll go to the video, and I think I can look up the transcript. Yeah. Okay. Are you ready? Let's switch this over. I'll pause the music. Okay. Check this out.
That are good for you, and the next day they say they're bad. And now, expand that out into other more controversial topics like vaccines or climate change, where people are looking for any excuse to disbelieve the research, and you can see the damage. However,
that's the only line, and it's 20 minutes and 30 seconds into the video. So these people are getting far into the video before they come out of the woodworks to comment about that. That's wild. That's wild to me. So anyway, this happens with other videos too. The video about evolutionary psychology that I did a one-liner where I talked about how evolutionary psychology, some evolutionary psychologists will use it as a tool to try to excuse away certain kinds of behavior, like saying that rape is natural. And for whatever reason, there are a lot of pro-rape people who suddenly came out and were like commenting on that one small piece of the video to try to argue that, like, oh, I don't know, it was like weird stuff, like saying, oh, I'm virtue signaling, and just because I don't like it doesn't mean it isn't natural or something. I don't know, it was some weird stuff. So anyway, very bizarre. Not exactly the parts of YouTube that I really want to be involved with. So anyway, this next video about emotional support animals might actually swing the other direction, because I'm sort of talking about some of the problems with emotional support animals, as well as the positive aspects of it, but I think it focuses mostly on some of the issues with it as an establishment right now. And I'll be curious to see what certain pet owners have to say about that. But we'll see. We'll find out together. But yeah, that's pretty much all that I had for today. I wanted to keep this a short stream. I'll probably end up streaming again next week. That's my plan. I'll try to aim for Tuesday, since that's the day that we agreed on as one of the better days to do this. And we'll have some fun stuff going on there. And I'll try to also stream some games later on. That might be a weekend or late night activity that I do. So again, if you're not following me on Twitch, I'm gonna put it in the chat. And I have to actually type it out because I don't have like one of those buttons where I can just press it and it sends it automatically. But yeah, you can follow me over there. Jeffrey has shown off how nice it is to have some unique emotes that you can use in the chat. Hey, look at that. We've already got somebody following me over on Twitch. Thank you. Gizbaku. I know that I'm just butchering it horribly. But yeah, I'll pick back up next Tuesday. Feel free to go check out this replication crisis video if you get the chance. See what you think if you haven't watched it. But yeah, hope you're all doing well. Hope you have a wonderful rest of your week. I'll also throw out just another ask that if you have not yet and you're willing and able to consider donating to my friend's GoFundMe, just to give him some extra support that he needs. I know that he would appreciate it, and I would really appreciate it as well. So thank you all. Take care of yourselves, and until next week, bye.